what seemed to me to be overnight, but it wasn't. I found myself homeless on the streets of Los Angeles. One day, I went to sleep in the alcove of all places, a Korean church in downtown LA. While I was asleep that night, somebody stole my shoes and my socks. So I woke up the next morning, it was raining, and I was just at the end of my rope. I walked down the street, and I went and sat next to a donut shop at a famous restaurant in downtown LA, and I just sat there. And, I had a piece of cardboard over my head, my feet were cold, I was cold, and I didn't know what to do. So I prayed. Now, I hadn't prayed in years. I was raised, as I say it, in the church of whatever looked best. My parents moved around a lot. We'd move into a neighborhood. They'd find a church that had all the right people in it and the right kids and the right program, and that's where I'd go. And so I'm sitting there on that street, and I said a very simple prayer. I said, God, either save me or kill me. And that's all I said, Sam. That was it. And I sat back down there, and, in about 10 minutes, wasn't much longer than that, a guy came up to me, and he handed me a pair of sandals. And he said, brother, I don't know why I put these in the back seat of my car today, but I did, and it looks like you need them more than I do. And that's all he said, and he left. So I had sandals. I put my sandals on, so didn't keep my feet warm, but at least they weren't getting bloody walking around on the streets in downtown Los Angeles. I still sat there kind of dejected and trying to figure out what to do. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes later, a man came up to me and handed me a $5 bill. And he said to me, this $5 is going to change your life. Two strangers walk up, and then they vanish, right? They were gone. I mean, literally just vanished. I sat there, and I got up, and as all homeless people do, I went and sat on a bus bench. And before I knew it, a bus came up, and it pulled up in front of me. And I didn't get on that bus, but I ended up on that bus. And I sat on that bus, and I waited until it got to its last stop, which was down in Santa Monica, California. And I got off that bus, and I went into a shelter that began to change my life. And that $5 did change my life. So do I believe they were angels? Absolutely, I believe they were angels. And did God lift me up on that bus? Absolutely, God lifted me up on that bus, because left to my own devices, I certainly would have gone and gotten a pint of something and just killed the pain. But instead, God allowed me to endure the pain.